Μας λένε ότι εάν ο λαός μας σταθεί στο ύψος του και καταψηφίσει το μνημόνιο, τότε η χώρα θα βρεθεί σε χειρότερη μοίρα από αυτή που την έχουν καταντήσει ως σήμερα. Ποιοι μας τρομοκρατούν? Αυτοί που έφεραν στη χώρα το χάος και μας απειλούν με το χάος και μας λένε ότι κινδυνεύει η χώρα να βγει από την Ευρωζώνη.
That things have got clearer now, because it was very obviously the pro-memorandum side against the other side. So I don't know, people were feeling a bit maybe even hostile to the other representatives, because we know what they stand for exactly, and a lot of things are at stake now, because PASOK and New Democracy have signed for very harsh measures. I mean, everybody says that what they have in mind is nothing like what we've seen so far. I mean, it's much worse now. All the people were determined to vote for New Democracy, because it seems that all the scaremongering has had its effect on this age from 50 years old up. And there is evidence that these people voted mostly for New Democracy, whereas for the ages 18 to 50, 49, the results are very different. I mean, SYRIZA came first with the younger people. And this is because of all the scaremongering of the last days that came from the Troika representatives too, like Merkel and Schäuble and Christine Lagarde. Because we had a lot of threats. They even wrote articles which they made a point of translating into Greek to scare people. We got into the election campaign the second time round in a very wholehearted and enthusiastic way, because we wanted to do our best to make sure that you know, that we've done our best for the success of SYRIZA or the left forces, because you know, I'm saying that because we keep on trying to have a united left action, but we saw that SYRIZA was gaining votes. I mean, that was very obvious. We were hoping that SYRIZA could get into government, and we were making preparations for it, because it's not a very easy venture to you know, to be in government, because there's a lot of even technical details, apart from the fact that we had to cope with a lot provocation on the part of the pro-memorandum forces, and maybe even from Europe and all that. And we had all that in mind, and we started making preparations for it. And it was a very hard challenge, a very difficult challenge for us. At the same time, we were optimistic that SYRIZA would come in first, and we felt that people should vote for anti-memorandum forces. And when we saw the result, when we learned the result, I think a lot of people felt very disappointed. At the same time, some other people say, they said last night that maybe it wasn't such a bad thing after all, because it would have been very hard to cope with all the difficulties, because the country is all but destroyed. So it might be better if New Democracy had to cope with this, so it would be more discredited to the eyes of the people. But I don't know. I think the people are going to suffer even more now. So that's not a very good thing.